Alright. Side stream up and we're back at it. With some oh man, I forgot that I left off on some nasty levels. Fuck. Alright, well, let's get to it. This is the one where the screen does not scroll back down and you get the awful wind. Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Author B, back at it again. It's fucking windy. Hello, Cyborg Bot. I would not say that I'm loving this level, so I kind of hope that we clear it and be done with it soon. Downright blustery, if you ask me. If you're asking me, I would say downright blustery. This hack is called Nonsense. Oh, gosh, you're so right. We do need that bad boy in here, don't we? Yeah, no, it is definitely not obvious that's the name of the hack. You're all good. Thanks, man. Thanks for changing the direction on me. I love that.
Never give up.
Don't give up, Lasso. You'll get there soon. Zerk knowing that I'm absolutely going to catch a hidden Rocky Horror Picture Show reference anywhere it's presented to me. We could be here a while, if I'm being honest. If the dragon coins are any indication, I have not even made it to the 40% mark yet. I need to play through Celeste SMC sometime. I've never made it up there from bouncing on the dry bone, so I did not expect that I would. No soup. Do it again. I'm sorry? Might be able to get on top of that. I'm trying to get the timing down. Ugh. I guess I just don't deserve a checkpoint. I guess I'm just not a good enough person. I imagine if I were a better person, they would want to give me a checkpoint. Yeah, it means that I get... It does fast retry and doesn't take away my lives. I imagine if I were a better person, then I would have a checkpoint now. I think sometime before the end of the year I want to do a replay of VLR. If you're wondering where that thought came from, me too. No, not the whole series. I would not wish my worst enemy to play Zero Time Dilemma. And I am in fact my worst enemy, so...
Determined to go forward.
Okay. I don't actually hate Zero Time Dilemma. But I don't love it either. Anyway, I would probably do a replay of 999 and Virtue's Last Reward, which is what VLR stands for. You like ZTD the best of the three? That's fine. I know some people who think La Milana 2 is the better of the games. So there's an audience for everything, I assure you. For me, I truly loved 999, and I really liked VLR as well. They are both extremely high-ranked for me. And Zero Time Dilemma was fine. It's hard to live up to other games sometimes. What's wrong with a snoozer? Sometimes I feel like I deserve a nap. See, I would have preferred probably to have the mushroom, but losing it is also good, I think. Jokes aside, I do not hate VLR or Zero Time Dilemma, and I think it's a good game. But like, I'm also perfectly comfortable if I decide to replay 999 in VLR. I'm perfectly comfortable just not worrying about ZTD, because it's fine. That's my review of it. How many of the iSomnium File games did I play? Just the first one? I feel like I played a second one. Okay, so I am misremembering that I played another one. I think iSomnium Files was a really cool concept for a game. I think one of my biggest complaints about it was I felt like I was playing a movie rather than playing a game. It was just, it felt like I was clicking around, you know? Like the video game equivalent of like a children's pop-up book. Where the main method of engagement is just like, click around and see what happens. It was like Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo, but for adults. Oh, I don't mind talking. I mean, a lot of those types of games are very story-heavy and depend a lot on you being interested in the narrative. I just more mean, like, the gameplay elements that were there didn't really feel like I was playing a game and more just... they wanted to show me something. Yo, check this out. But like, I'd argue that Ace Attorney is gameplay light. It's a visual novel with choices. But like, I love those games. They're They're all 10 out of 10s. I don't care what I've said in the past. Every Ace Attorney game and every Ace Attorney case is a 10 out of 10. Now, there are some good 10 out of 10s in there, and there are some bad 10 out of 10s in there. But they're all 10 out of 10s. I'm sorry, the direction changed on me and I only realized a moment too late. I've never played Paranorma Site. I've heard of it. Whatever happened with the revisions for the Ace Attorney sets? Did those ever get completed and released? Are those revisions done? Because if they are, I really need to move on my plan to replay all the Ace Attorney games. Man, I love the fucking Ace Attorney games so much. It's fine. It gives me some time to, like, be able to enjoy the Wii games when the Wii games come out and stuff like that. But I think after the Wii rollout is over and things calm down a bit, I do think that I'm gonna get back to my Ace Attorney roots and we're gonna play some more Ace Attorney. By that point, I can maybe play them on Retro Achievements if I want to. The DS version of 999 does have a set. Yes. That's right, Bob. If I ever play Wario Land 3, then that's not fair to all the people who throughout the years have assumed that I'll never get to Wario Land 4. I don't want to prove them wrong. I feel like the wind is inconsistent. Random win ahead. Keep your wits about you. Fuck. Oh, it warns you. That's interesting. Okay. I was kind of expecting the old mix-up and not knowing that it was gonna switch on me. Yep, anytime now. P. P-ass. P-ass. Cool crevasse. In my brain, I'm still fighting against wind, and like several times since I started playing this level, I consciously acknowledged to myself, there's no wind anymore. And yet I'm still struggling to not feel like I'm fighting against wind. It's such a weird sensation. Feels a little dicey? Okay. Alright, you. I don't know, boss. Did it? Could be. That's such a... I don't understand how it wants me to get the angle on that. What an awkward jump. Woo! Got it. Nope. They're all custom. Guess I need a jump there. Different level. Different levels have different settings. I'm not sure this corner right here is really built for jumping around with a mushroom. Part of me wants to go back and play more B3313, but like, it was getting to the point where I just felt like I needed to look stuff up, and at that point I don't really know how interesting that is, but I kind of want to see more of it, so I don't know, I'm a little torn. Okay, well, didn't make it through that one. Oh, I hit my head on the ceiling. Yeah, I genuinely think that if you're gonna play B33, the correct way to enjoy it is to just find everything you can and let that be your ending. Because it really does just... It is a well of infinite depth. I've got a little bit of offline grinding to do. Basically, all that's left is the move find items and the propositions. Yo, Spin Dash, thank you so much for the resub. I've actually been a lot more relaxed about mastery lately, I think. While I definitely like to go for mastery in games that I feel like interest me, I'm trying to stop letting that be a limiting factor to me. Because I think the downside of the mentality of, like, mastery is really important. I think the downside of that mentality is that you start to, like, maybe even unintentionally at times, self-edit what games you want to play. It's like, oh, I see some achievements there I don't want to do, so I don't want to play that game because I don't like its set. And, like, that's stupid. That's really dumb. Just play games. That's why I do retro achievements, is to get me to play more games I might not otherwise not play. Like Wario Land 3. Exactly. Bob gets it. Wait, does Bob get it? Oh man, oh man, I was supposed to go under. Yeah, I played a shit ton of B33. I just kept finding stuff. If at some point I decide I want to go back to it, and I'm not ruling it out, at some point I might be like, hey, let's find the rest of the stuff. I think I would probably just read a guide. Unashamedly, I would just read a guide. Unironically, Retro Achievements has introduced me to a bunch of MSX games that I had never seen before. It introduced me to a bunch of Saturn games I was unfamiliar with. Like, it has been a net benefit for me, the stuff that I've done on Retro Achievements. But I also have to pair that with not letting it be a hindrance to my enjoyment of things. I never played Wirehead. I still want to go back and play Wirehead. Nice. We're doing Wheelies still. Wheelies is not out. I'm just in the middle of a few longer things I want to check out. Sometimes I've got shit I want to check out. Sometimes I just don't know what to play, and having Wheelies is so nice. Sorry, what is this level? There and back again. Okay. So I presume I don't need the Yoshi, that we're gonna, like, come back for him later. I would still like to play Hitodama. Look, I've tried being the streamer that plays the popular things. I've tried being the streamer that plays the unusual things. All of those things have their niche already. You know, you want to see your favorite streamer play the new popular hot game. There's a guy out there who's already doing that who is better at it than I am. You want to see someone play obscure bullshit? Check out Gilder or Teddy. Like, they do it better than I do. Lately, I've just been enjoying kind of... I've kind of enjoyed allowing myself to obsess over weird old games. And along the way, sometimes I enjoy playing a good, you know, Mario hack or something. Okay, I'm vibing with this. I mean, once a month, or sorry, 1 month out of every year I just play video games that everyone else hates. And then everyone gets annoyed at me because they watch me play a game that no one likes, and I'm like, I don't hate this all that much, and... I feel like everyone's like, yeah, fucking course you would say that. You would say that you like this game, wouldn't you, you piece of shit? Clock might be one of the few games I've ever played for dashing through trash where I was like, I walked away from it saying, you know what, people might be onto something here when they say this one sucks. There are a non-zero number of people who do not enjoy the amount that I do retro achievements, and there's a non-zero percentage of those people who have voiced to me that they don't like the retro achievements. And that's fine, but like my brain doesn't work good, and sometimes these extrinsic factors are what make it easier for me to engage with stuff. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat Mythology's Sub-Zero was a real piece of shit game. I was surprised at how much I disliked it. I kind of walked into it expecting to be able to find something about it that I would like. And that was not my takeaway. My takeaway was that actually it sucks massive shit. It has been a really nice way for me to enjoy going back to games I've already done playthroughs of for a second playthrough. I totally agree with you there. Like, I'm genuinely stoked about getting the opportunity to play through Ace Attorney again and 999 again, which both of those will be with retro achievements. I haven't played either of the Galaxy games since I beat them in college, and I'm looking forward to experiencing those again because I really, really loved them in college. But I've just never found the motivation to play them again. And this will give me one. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I find this is fairly true of, like, a bunch of games that AVGN covered back in the day. And, like, perhaps more so than some of my friends, I acknowledge that AVGN was playing a character, and so I don't solely blame him for the pervasive attitudes, but I do think that that sort of content contributed in a lot of ways and opened the door to people making more content about the things they hate rather than the things they love, which is very sad. Okay, well, I kind of needed that Yoshi, so... I mean, I'll see what I can do, but I do think this attempt is a little bit sunk. Okay. I think a lot of the discourse in video games would be solved if fewer people treated retro gaming like they treat, like, I guess follow me on this thread here, but I feel like there's a lot of people who, if they were asked to tell you what their favorite movie is, they would tell you the movie that they wish was their favorite rather than the one that they actually would choose to watch. And I think there's a lot of that in video gaming, people who, like, idealize themselves and want to focus on, like, what they think they should like rather than what they actually do. Oh, I almost missed that. So I think if fewer people felt like they had to, like... Again, please follow me on this weird train of thought I'm on. But I feel like if fewer people felt like they needed to have an opinion about games that maybe they've never even played in order to keep up with the Joneses, and they just played games rather than caring about other people's opinions on games, I think the discourse would be a lot more interesting. Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that every game that everyone has ever said is bad is actually secretly good. It's not. There's tons of dog water games, and I've played tons of dog water games. But, like, I also feel like a lot of people's opinions are just whatever the last YouTuber they watched said their opinion should be. And so then you get, as a streamer, playing a video game like, let's say, some Bubsy game. Which, again, I'm not putting that on the list of secretly actually very good games, but you get like... me playing Bubsy, and I get to listen to every single dickhead whose name I've never seen before come in and say, oh, this is a bad game. Bro, I know you haven't played it. Do not pretend. I would probably also say that The Princess Bride is my favorite movie, but I think if you catch me on the wrong day, I might pick some highbrow bullshit to say it's my favorite, because sometimes I want to feel like my opinions are good. But also, I think The Princess Bride is like a 10 out of 10 movie, so what do I know? Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and do like the, oh my god, you have to see it kind of thing. Like, it's a great movie that I love very much, but I do think you'd be doing yourself a huge favor if you watched it, Bob. It holds up great. I've watched it recently enough that I can say that. I am, though I wouldn't say that my experience with Star Trek is particularly vast. Before dating Sky, the only Star Trek I had ever seen was the original series, which I liked enough. But she is a huge fan of TNG, and so I indulged her and watched it along with her, and really came to like it quite a lot. Nice. That's awesome, Agent Tough Juice. We are, midway through a very prolonged watch-through of Deep Space Nine that we have put on hiatus many times. Probably more to do with the fact that I'm not a huge Deep Space Nine lover. I like the characters, but I feel like every episode's a bottle episode. I don't know. I have bad opinions, I'll accept it. It's like watching an episode of Cheers. I've seen the bar. I'm good. How far did I get? So we've definitely made it through a few of the really beloved episodes, like the, what's it, the Bell Riots? Am I thinking of the right name? Which I liked the episodes. I've seen plenty. But just like every now and then I'm just kind of burnt out on it, and so we'll put it down for like 6 months, and then watch another 24 episodes, and then put it down for 6 months. And there are no short Star Wars shows, so that takes forever to get through. TNG was fantastic, though. I would rewatch TNG any day. I do like that most of the Star Treks I've watched feel like if you miss an episode, you're not hosed. There's a lot of continuity, but it's unimportant for individual storylines, I guess. Oh, TNG got taken off of Netflix? I don't know where I watched it. I don't know what streaming services it's on. I guess, if nothing else, Poob has it for you. Hey, where am I taking this key? I think I know where I'm taking the key. I think I figured it out. Barely too late. Oh, you motherfucker. Got bumped. Maybe it's because I haven't seen enough episodes of Deep Space Nine, but I also feel like there's just like more iconic episodes of TNG. They're just late in the series. Unfortunately, I think that's my biggest complaint right now with the amount of Deep Space Nine I've seen, is that a lot, like, I enjoy the characters, I like the story arcs, but not a lot stands out to me as like, damn, I just saw a really cool episode. Like, that episode stands out to me. By contrast, I felt like TNG had a number of episodes that were doing weird things. I feel like I'm familiar with that episode name. I don't know why, but I feel like I've heard that episode name in some context. That's all the information I have. Fish Hell Ice Show. Or was it Ice Snow? I feel like they want me to care enough to, like, try to survive grabbing this dragon coin, but I'm not going to. So stop asking. Okay, anyway, I survived it. The fact that there's 2 dragon coins this close together makes me think this is going to be a short but dog shit level. I'm not trying to set up some religious war or anything in chat, but was Battlestar Galactica good? Because I've heard a lot about it from, like, a cultural perspective, but I don't know that I've ever seen anyone actually talk about... Okay, so there was more than one. See, already things I didn't know. I guess I'm talking about the original, so like an older one? Trying to find my opening there. I also have been really wanting to play Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. That one has not been very popular when I've thrown it on Patreon polls, which is often an indicator that if I play this, it may not do all that well. But man, I really want to play it. That's the Kirby Metroidvania, right? Who's the most smoochable sci-fi guy? It's gotta be Data, right? That feels like something I really want very badly. I don't want to kiss Data. I want Data to kiss me. Just to be clear. I think I could give Data facts and reason to why he should kiss me. That's all I'm trying to say here, is I think I could get Data to arrive at the understanding that kissing me would be advantageous. Did not expect that to be another cape. What if he turns out to be lore instead? You saying we don't love a bad boy around here? Okay, well I'm kind of over this level now, so can we move on to the next one? I'm over this level. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't understand me. I said I'm over this level. I mean, they basically just put a fish generator on double time. That's the whole ethos of this level. What if fish generator, but it's real fast? Which, cool. I mean, that's a cool question. I gotta say, I feel like most of the levels from this hack that I've disliked so far have been in this last world. And I understand, like, haha, of course you don't like ice levels. That's, funny and true. But, like, it's not just because they're ice levels. Obviously, ice makes things more difficult, but... I feel like a lot of these levels, the theme is, we're gonna do something that's gonna annoy you. Now watch. I mean, not liking ice levels is certainly meritorious. I'm just saying, like, my issue is not that they're ice. I can handle ice physics. My issue is that the conceit of the levels, even when you remove icy ground from the equation, still might suck a little bit. Maybe, am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to have a hot take that maybe these levels would not just be fixed by not being icy? I'm just saying a level with a really garbage fish generator does not become a good level because you get rid of the ice physics. That's all I mean. That's all I'm trying to say here. I think the problem with this level is the garbage fish generator, which, I'll be honest, I know that they were going for that. Like, I don't think that they were like, damn, man, I really thought people would like the fish generator. I just think maybe the fish generator is a lot. I don't know if this is a pre-approved opinion or what, but I'm just trying to speak my mind here. But then, you know, you have to kind of go back to the fact that the hack is titled Nonsense because the level conceits are meant to be nonsense. And I did sign up for this. So, like, what right do I have to complain? When you go to a restaurant that serves pizza, and you get mad at them because all they've got on the menu is pizza, I don't know that you really have much of a case. Or did we not spawn in the platform? Really feels like maybe the fish generator's too powerful? You are kidding me right now. You had all this time in the lab and this is what you came up with? I don't think it's a red herring. I think there might be more than one exit here. I take it back. There's one exit. So then what's the pipe for? Maybe it's just the moon? Do you think it's giving me a choice? Alright, I'm gonna try to do it the way God intended. Is there a moon? Let's see. Because I would expect this to lead me to a moon. I don't see any moon. Okay, then don't. They wrote gullible on the ceiling. I don't think they did. Not this time. Oh, what's up, Dark Voice? Well, as you can see, the nonsense is causing some trouble. Trying to see if I can set up like a fish coming down that I hit. That does not seem to be happening. Alright, I'll give this another shot. You have to really smooth there. You can't scroll the screen here. Did I rue the day I started this hack? Maybe a little. I'm not acknowledging the pun. I don't... Okay, first off, is there anything in the achievement set that says I have to beat this level one way or another? I can imagine a particular type of sicko being like, no, 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 you don't get to play the second room. You gotta do it the hard way. And you know me, I'm a sucker. If they tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Okay, just have to get that out of my system. I'm good now. What is this platforming, man? This is fucked up. Holy shit. I think that I'm going the wrong way. Maybe we're going back to the RNG drop pretty soon, yeah. I think that's the setup that I want. But then you gotta let me through. Okay, I was on the right track, I was just a little fast. I need to be a little slower than that so that I don't bonk my head on that ceiling. Hello. Whew. This level is beating my ass. If I hadn't hit that fish, I could have done a turn back to bounce on it to make it the rest of the way. Damn. It's all regrabs, baby. My entire life is regrabs. That was a cell phone right there. Shit. What if I stand a little further back so that the average fish arc is down lower? Look, I'm not afraid to talk about my calculations. I'm doing what needs to be done. Other people aren't willing to do the science, but I'm doing the science. No. I think it was Mark Twain that actually said the door hinge were the two most beautiful words in the English language. Or not, I don't know.
Determined to go forward.
Oh, Chesgrog, thanks so much for giving that sub to Trogdor. Honestly, pretty easy level. Mario's machine-like manner. This level looks really easy. I imagine there's not going to be anything that makes it more difficult from here. Oh, I'm sorry. I now understand everything. Hot drinks really get you going. Pick you up when you feel you're slowing. Oh, it had too much. I had too much spice on that one. I'm sure there's like 30 achievements about this castle. I'm sure of it. The line. I'm glad you got the line. I don't like this level, and I don't think it should be allowed to exist. Too green. I especially don't like this room. Stop it! If Kamek is so great, why don't you ever get to play as Kamek in Mario Party? Why did I jump there? I just got nervous. I think that room's the one that's the most doable. Just dealing with sportsmen while I have the good P-balloon. I still think the sportsman's room is the one I have the best chance with. Not this one. This one's a garbage room. always gotta be this room, huh? Feels like this room is showing up disproportionately. Could be timer-based. Ugh! Man, the hitbox on those footballs is so fucking big. It's wild. It's wild how big those hitboxes are. I don't know how far I need to take this, so I don't know how casual I'm allowed to be about this. I feel like I have to rush. Didn't really know what to make of that one. That's on me. My favorite room. The one that I do so well in every time. You've never had any Admiral Razor Blades cereal? I always assumed that was just Coke's version of Captain Crunch. Stop giving me the green one! Jeezy crazy, I'm done with the green room. It sucks. I don't want it anymore. Just wanted to bounce off of it. Despite it all, I still believe this is my best shot. Okay, you have to go immediately. When he comes down from the jump, you just don't have the window. I'm getting my ass beat out here, gun style. Okay. Is that a check? That's not a checkpoint? Okay. Oh, I just figured out what that tracker was for. Fuck me. Okay. Okay. Very fun. We're having fun today. No. I mean, that's not that is exactly the type of achievement I would make. It's a not uncommon achievement where if a game says you can do, you know, or, then you make an achievement for and, if that makes sense. Too close. Probably not, but maybe. Nope. Nope. Yeah, in one session is pretty common RA lingo for, hey, we can't track this if you close the emulator, but as long as you don't close it, then we're still tracking it. That's on me. I should have been more patient there. Yeah, I genuinely think that the footballman room is the best of them. It's the green room that fills me with dread. The thing about the green room you have to understand is that it seems like it's made badly. Maybe, I don't know that it would change my hitbox considerably enough for it to matter. But, if it changes my hitbox at all, it's still better because taking any hit kills me. It's not like having a mushroom is helping me. Don't need to do this one again. This room I'm not too nervous about either. I think I'll probably get it without too much trouble. Okay. I really just need to go to the top floor. I keep going to the bottom one because I don't want to face the fire bro. And I keep thinking that, like, killing off the boomerang bro down there is going to be better for me. I don't think that's the strat. I think that's wrong. I think that logic is not right. We're home. I already took a hit. Very cool. Made it through? Yo, Cal, thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing well. God, the hitbox on those spikes is so confusing to me. So what have we got left? We've got the bro room and we've got the footballman room. Oh no, I gotta be careful not to go quite so high there. I don't think it does. I think that we're getting a little bit lucky, but, No, wait, have I seen the blue one in quite some time? Well, no, maybe. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I've definitely seen a room that I've already done, so I don't think that's happening, but it might be. Like, at least disincentivizing it to show up. Oh my god, I definitely thought it was gonna go further, but I wasn't paying attention to where he was standing. Yeah, we've done blue and green, we're still working on purple and orange. The bro room and the footballman room. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen some ones that I've already completed, but also, it feels too consistent to be an accident that we keep not rolling the duplicate ones that we don't want to see. Too close again. A secret fifth room would be kind of cool. I probably hesitated there too long. My guess is that I'm going to be in rough shape, but we'll see. Yeah. The day Meat Bro patches any game to do anything, I'll eat my hat. Alright, I need to be brave, very brave boy when we get to the football man. I really felt like I needed to push it because the timing felt so tight, but maybe I should have been a little more patient there. Damn. Alright. This would be slightly more efficient if I just beat the level first, and then I could start and select out of it, but... Nice, congrats on getting it done. In baseball, in Dinosaur Land, baseball is a full contact sport. Alright. You beat this level? Nice. I have to, for the retro achievement set, I have to do all 4 of the coin rooms. Which the game only asks you to do 1 of them, but the retro achievement set wants me to do all 4. Damn it, I didn't think I was too close, but... I have finished the blue one and the green one already. I'm working on the purple and the orange ones. The blue one's the auto-scroller. Alright, I'm gonna push it, but... Okay, there we go. Got through that one. Now I just need the purple one. All I need is purple. Now we get to play the game where 1 in 4 of the rooms are not useful to me. Or 1 in 4 of the rooms are the only ones I want, so... Okay. We saw a few repeats earlier. Maybe. I mean, we saw blue show up again, like now. We saw blue show up again a few times, so I know, like, you can get repeats, but it does feel like it's uncommon that it rolls the same one again. I don't know why I don't just hesitate there. I fucking clipped my foot on the ledge and lost my spin. Damn. I was doing so good and fine and alright until the very end. That sucks. Yeah, the blue one was my first clear, so I believe you when you say that was the one you got. That one, I'm not saying it was easy, but it was definitely the most straightforward one to get a clear. Howdy. Oh no, it wasn't the controller's fault. It was my fault for clipping my foot on the side of the platform and losing my spin. Once you figure out how to manipulate the thwomp, that room wasn't really that bad. It was more just that it was slow. Like, that's what made it difficult, was that the room was not very fast. I don't know why I rushed that. I had no reason to. My mind was weak. I was focused on all the wrong things. I think I can get the clear on that room, though. I haven't seen the end of it, so maybe it gets really nasty, but I'm confident in that room being doable. We're one room away from being done with this challenge. Not this room. I'll tell you that much for free. Not this room. Magic Koopa Room was the second one I finished, but I was not confident I was ever going to get it because it was beating my ass for a while, so... If you made sense of that one, kudos to you. I tried to bonk him. I tried to bonk him. It's more heartbreaking now when I fail on something really easy on the purple room, just because I know getting back to that room is going to be a little bit of a pain. Just getting a string of bad luck now. I got kicked out of the purple club. It's a shame. I love purple. Should've just waited for the second one. I was convinced for a little while that these are not uniformly distributed, that there is a bias in certain directions. I don't know that that's true, and I'm starting to have my doubts. I think it's just, you know, sampling from such a small distribution. No, I needed to move through there fast. Next time I get past that first guy, I'm just skipping the second guy and running straight through, because if I have to stop at those yellow hammer bros, I am so fucked. Yeah, it does kind of, like, I don't think that there's an easy way to solve this problem. Either you don't make the achievement, which I'm not... I think this deserves to be a challenge. Or you... Either you don't make the achievement, or you just accept that there's a lot of RNG in it. If there were like 100 rooms that could show up and ask me to do all 100 of them, then I'd feel worse about it, but like, right now, it's fine. We are coupon collecting at the moment, yeah. There's 4 random rooms you can get for the Dragon Coin room, and the achievement is asking me to beat all 4 of them. So I've beaten 3 of them, I'm just trying to get the 4th one to show up and try it again. So yeah, we're coupon collecting. See, this is what I mean. It's so much more heartbreaking when I fuck up now, because who knows how long it'll be till I see the room again. So I just have to sit here. Never mind, we're back. I don't know how I ended up right there, but I'm not thrilled about it. Whew. Anyway, we're done. Hey, Che. I did okay. Okay, I need to hang back a little more there. Thank you. We just got done with a real tough one, so I'm happy. Happy I get to move on. Okay, different room. Hey, you don't usually spit fire. What are you doing? Got a real attitude on that guy. Let me guess. Is there going to be more... Get through the 4 doors from the first hub in Bowser's Castle? Just continuing to run has to stop working at some point, right? No, not really. I can't believe I got the fucking mix-up by a thwimp right in front of the checkpoint. Holy shit. That's unbelievable to me, all the stuff I got through just to get owned by a thwimp. Wait, think I'm not gonna get that? You imagine me to be some sort of coward? I was told there wouldn't be any thwimps. I don't know if I was on the right track there, but I think I was. That's on me. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. No. What is this pattern? Oh. I think the Boo Laser one is the one I'm most confident that I could maybe do something with. The problem with this one, as I see it, is it looks like it's a key exit, and I'm gonna have to carry the key back through all of this. So that's a little snag, perhaps. How badly do you want it, white boy? Now I'm more aerodynamic. You fucked up. You helped me. Oh man, I got nervous. I got nervous. That's enough. Stop. Oh my god. Large if huge. Oh, I never saw this room. New rooms still being dropped? We got the DLC package? Pair of lotus flowers? It was just the wrong place to stand for sure. I would describe this castle as tricky but hard. I'm sorry, another new room has dropped? I can't talk right now. I'm making piss. Oh, so now you're only gonna give me the piss room? Stop it! Stop! Stop! No, I don't want to piss Max. Okay, I was not confident in this room, so... I would like to get less of this room, please. Yeah, if I could see it often enough to make any judgment about it, then maybe it'd be fine, but... I feel like I'm not getting very far into it each time I see it, so... Where did that baseball come from? And why did I let it still appear? Hello? Well, I don't have to get the key back now. Oops. That was a bad spot for me to get myself pinned. Oh, see, I've already made myself aerodynamic. I'm prepared for this room. That's all I was doing when I was taking damage, was I was trying to make myself smaller and therefore more aerodynamic. Probably. I don't know. I'm not watching her stream. Okay, we've proven this is a solvable room. We've proven this one can be done. Now we simply need to do it. All I can hear is Sky yelling what sounds like "we did it," which makes me think that she might have actually shut the box. She did shut the box? Nice. I'm happy for her. That's, Wizard of Oz rules, that's pretty tough to actually do, so that's worth celebrating. Oops. Oops, my dick. My dick, I injured my dick. Janked up Mario Party, hell yeah. Face the bitter cold of Bowser's Castle. This looks like a long one. This looks like a fucking long... Holy shit. The portrait of a dog? Wrong entry. They jump when you jump. Sometimes they jump when you jump? You just don't get to know? Or maybe they jump of their own accord. They got their own thing going on. Presumptuous of me to think that they jump on my beck and call. So I'm not supposed to end up here. Okay. This level has got a lot of really interesting ideas going on, I'll say that much. Can't go too fast there. Chateau Glissade. Isn't glissade a musical term? Keep your power up to the end of each room to progress. Checkpoint after each room. Taking damage is instant kill. Glissando's music term? Okay. Thank you. This is kind of like an auto level, in a very funny way. Okay, I understand. Oh, did I not keep my slide? Not sure I fully understand why sometimes I keep my slide here. My slide status. This isn't a mechanic I'm familiar enough with, I think. I think it's not holding left or right when I press jump is what's doing it. Not quite. And that's what the chucks are for. Okay, I understand now. Oh, my D-pad's great. No problems. I'm just gonna map this out in my head. Whoa, Smite is raiding? Welcome, Smite Raiders. I'm Author Blues, and I play video games sometimes. What was Smite up to tonight? Oh, I needed to jump and then bounce off of him. I didn't realize he was gonna keep walking. For some reason I had in my head he would stop. That's so cool. What a cool level. What do you want me to do here? You want me to understand the mechanic well enough to set it up myself? Are they still proving to be pretty nasty achievements? And that's something you're supposed to do, or not supposed to do, or what? Can I bet this guy has infinite hits. He's here to be a pain in my ass. I really doubt they'd just let me get rid of him, you know? A reptile dysfunction is a very good name for an achievement, even a bad one. This is a little bit of a puzzle level. It's asking me to get rid of all of these pokies so I can get through there easily. Which involves being in a slide state. I don't know why I fell out of my slide state there. Alright, so we are set up for success now. There we go. The clouds are upside down because if they're right side up, then you can only fall, or you can only go up through them, not down. So they're upside down to reflect that they work the opposite way. You could go down through them, but you can't go up. They're protecting you from the spikes. I didn't have enough juice. Can I get more juice? Is that... am I juiceless? I understand. I understand. So this room is 100% about controlling your regrabs. If you hold down the jump button, you can move directly over these gaps. But if you let go, you fall through. And then here, it wants me to control my regrab. I need to let go for the second one, and then repress in time for the third one. a cute little... I would describe this as a puzzle level. So full bounce. I was wrong. I basically need to bounce on every Koopa there to keep as much momentum as possible, because every moment I'm touching the ground, I'm slowing down. And so this is asking me to demonstrate that I can get enough speed to make it all the way through that final obstacle. Okay, enough speed? Yeah? Get his ass. Is this just a... You know, do it like normal, kind of? I don't get the impression that it... Oh. Oh my god. The setup here? What are we doing? I just need you to understand that a lot of these setups are more or less automatic. So I'm along for the ride as well. I don't understand what it wants me to do there. I don't understand what the coin guides are trying to indicate to me here. It's not jumping. Because that's not the way this works. I don't understand this setup. This setup makes no sense to me. I mean, it might want a fireball, but the coin indicators are not really communicating that. Presumably, I'm supposed to be preserving my slide. The blue coins seem to be telling me where I need to bounce on something with a spin. But what are the yellow coins trying to communicate? Am I starting to understand the vision? I think those 3 blue coins there are telling me that I need to do 3 little bounces here before taking off. That's telling me to do a regrab. Okay, the yellow coin's telling me to do a regrab. I think. Whatever is happening here, I'm not seeing how I'm supposed to use it to get... I need to play with that section there. I'm having a hard time parsing this out. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing here. This room is sure tricky. Me too. You think you're lost? Whatever they're trying to indicate there with those little guys at the end. I'm not getting the read on it very well. This setup feels a little bit inconsistent, and that's what's driving me the most nuts. Because I can't tell whether or not things are happening differently because I'm doing a different input, or because it's just random nonsense. I'm just gonna look at what that setup is. It's starting to annoy me, so I just want to look. Oh my god, it was fireballs. But there was no indicator for it. Nothing really made that clear. It was fireballs, yeah. I guess I should have known. I didn't doubt you, I just didn't see how. I figured they gave a fire flower for a reason as well. I lost the key, by the way, if you didn't notice. Yeah, but that wasn't my issue. My issue is I didn't understand that I would get a different bounce off of him if it happened to be his third health. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't aware that his mechanic is that he bounces you away from him. Actually, honestly, this level was teaching me that as well. That's something I probably could have figured out if I had thought about it for more than a quarter of a second. Because the other guy that I'm bouncing on doesn't bounce me away. I'm not sure why he dropped the key. No soup! Unpleasant situation. Really? Okay. I really liked that level. It was a super cool puzzle level. Genuinely, I really liked that level. That's actually a really cool setup. I have seen my fair share of setups of all shapes and sizes, and I really love when I see a setup I've never seen. And this, like, this setup right here, I've not seen anyone do anything like this, so. This, like, you have to bounce on a bunch of Koopas, but you have to face the wrong direction to get the boo out of your way. I don't know, it's simple, I'm sure it exists 1,000 other places. It's just, like, not something I've encountered, really. Why do I keep spinning? Stop spinning. Okay, I can probably afford to turn around a little earlier so the little boo stays further away. These are the levels that were deemed too stinky to be in the hack, so they put them behind a paywall. Can you believe that they put a paywall in the middle of nonsense? You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Wow, this is an unpleasant situation. Thank you. Oh, it got worse? Okay. Well, maybe I should have shut my fucking mouth. Nope. Different sprite. There's a Big Boo sprite that appears in levels, like, Vanilla Ghost House. And then there's a Big Boo boss sprite that's just a totally different sprite. They have different properties. They don't even look the same, really. That's not like a, how could you not tell the difference? That's more like a, they actually looked different. I don't know, I'm just sharing information. Why would I jump there? Why would I go? Yeah, if you want to see it in the vanilla game, there's a Big Boo that's just in the middle of Vanilla Dome Ghost House. Just chillin' and ready to be annoying, but he's not the boss. Not the boss sprite. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I did that same exact thing last time. Good for me. I love to be consistent. I hope one day to be consistently good at things. You know, I didn't go into that with a game plan. I definitely thought I probably need to go under them, and then just rushed it down. Love that for me. This level has some pretty cool setups. Alright, man. Nice jump. Hey, I'm not here to get made fun of, or maybe I am. I'm unclear on my purpose. I'm facing away. How are you moving toward me? Please, explain to me your policies. I'm facing away. It's a classic. Yeah, you want to feel old, you piece of shit? Well, Undertale is 140 years old now. There's already sets for Undertale on Retro Achievements. The author made this level for your birthday in, like, 2016. Did they hate you? Nah, I say that's a joke, son. I wonder if there's a good reason that I chose to spin there. I don't like this.
Never give up.
Yo, Pika Miner. Thanks for subbing for 3 years. I appreciate it. It's definitely an unpleasant situation. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. You didn't tell me! Okay. I lived. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot more going on there. Fuck. Unfortunately, a lot of it feels like a blind react section. Like, you just gotta know. And that's tough. Like, I feel like or sorry, not blind react section. It's a knowledge check section, because I feel like I made it through quite a lot of it, but there was no chance I was going to be able to make it through all of it. Damn it. Ah! Ah! In the next room, you cannot jump or spin jump on the Cheep Cheeps. Because you got the water flag turned on. Or sprite buoyancy, I don't remember exactly what flag it is that causes that. Oh yeah, sprite buoyancy is on. That's why they're moving upward. They got that upward mobility. That's fine, I don't care. Hey, how many frames of iframes do you think I had left? I don't think very many. I'm pretty sure the answer was a small number. Alright, I think that's it for me for tonight. We made good progress. I was putting off the final castle because it looks like it's going to be a lot, but